talk about these internet challenges for 2 seconds? Hey, familiar with all these crazy internet challenges that's going on?
Yeah, the fire challenges, right?
That's, yeah, those types of challenges.
Why? I think it's just pure stupidness. It's just immaturity. And everybody's following, what everybody else is doing.
These kids have nothing to do like a role model.
There's this pass out challenge. There's the fire challenge. There's a knockout challenge. Some kid actually died from the fire challenge.
I've seen the knockout challenge. Idle time is the devil's worship.
You remember hearing about the knockout challenge? What'd you think of that? Yeah.
Yeah, all of it. And then one dude actually pulled a gun on the dude to try to knock him out.
I think it's about one word, popularity.
Yeah.
I want to be popular. I want to see how many hits I can get.
Let me ask, ask this show. What is it about when you get those likes?
It makes you popular.
So what do you think of that fire challenge?
Stupid.
You agree something needs to be done to stop the kids from doing this, from this self-destructive behavior. You mentioned the parents' role and parents' involvement. Ty, you suggested that you didn't necessarily approve of the parents beating their kids on social media. Does anybody agree with that and think it's okay?
Yes and no. My parents beat me. I approve of, beating kids to a certain point. Now, if you beat them to where they can't breathe and they pass out, okay, stop. If you daggone killing your kids or someone that that guy that was literally whipping his kids with an extension cord or whatever it was, that's taking it too far. But I do agree that it should be posted to a certain degree.
If you want to act crazy, I'm gonna show you what crazy gets you.
If they was on the internet, they did what they did on the internet. It's like you did it in school, gotta beat you in school. So if you was on the internet doing it, you put it back. This is the rebuttal. I gotta meet you where you at.
You beat your kid on a video if you want to. See if somebody won't knock at your door.
I remember when we were younger, my older brother, and this was, I guess, the version of gangs back then. We wasn't really a gang. It was just our neighborhood. It was like the neighborhoods. Your neighborhood, the other neighborhood. My brother was kind of the leader of our neighborhood crew. And we were about to go up against this other crew. And somebody had told my mom we were out. And my mom came out there. She didn't have a switch. She got what she could find. She had a stick. And she got my brother, and he was trying to still be tough. She started beating him with the stick. By this time, the police showed up. And they was like, "Man, you can't do that." And I remember so clearly. She said to them, "You either let me deal with him my way now, or you're gonna have to deal with him later." And they let her go. And they let us go.
I think a lot of it starts at home with the parenting. Because a lot of parents, they hang out with the kids, they condone a lot of the behavior. And unfortunately, a lot of parents are the ones who bring negative actions and behaviors to the kids.
But it was this little boy. He couldn't have been no more than 7 years old at Chuck E. Cheese. Wilding out. And these people are like, everybody's in shock.
Where was the parent?
That is the $50,000 question. So what do I do, Jay?
I grab him by the collar, find out what child to do.
That's when that parent would have came out and tried to fight.
You deal with the parent then. You didn't hurt the child. You just stop the situation.
You go grab somebody's kid. That's gonna be. It might be difficult when the parent comes and understanding why you grab my child. You got some crazy parents out here. That's where it comes from.
Look at our role as the referees. We have to blow the whistle. If you're a referee and you see a violation, it is your job to blow the whistle. The Baltimore Ravens running back, Ray Rice, he put hands on his fiance, allegedly, knocked her out. Stephen A. Smith talks about, the role that women play and that they have to understand that there are consequences if you hit a man. I'm paraphrasing this, but he got suspended, a whole lot of hoopla behind that. Is there a responsibility to teach our little girls that they should not hit men the same way that we teach our young men that they should never hit girls?
My lesson to my kids is you're old enough to hit, you're old enough to get hit back.
That's like walking down the street kicking a beehive. They're gonna kick this beehive. There's consequences to your actions.
It's possible a man actually should walk away, get out of the situation. But in reality, people should not have
have violence against each other. No one should put their hands on another person.
You better man to run away. Raised from a child, you taught not to hit a woman.
I believe most guys' instinct first is to walk away. Every female is not at a disadvantage. Like, there are some women that are way bigger than some dudes that they're bringing on.
My first instinct, everybody, a man's instinct should just walk away.
I think it's a two-way street. And that is a message that we need to make sure that we reinforce on both sides of the gender divide. You know, it's easy to destroy, it's easy to tear down. The challenge is to build. We're here to uplift and edify.
In their head and in their mind, everything is going to be about chasing that paper. How do you teach them?
Standing on those promises. The word tells us that the greatest of these things is love, and that love never fails.